My name's Edwin Harrison. I own Artisan Coffee Shop in London. I'm going to give you some advice and tips on how to set up a successful business. I think market research is a very important part of any business plan and any part of developing any sort of business, because it gives you the opportunity to identify who your customer is going to be, and that's vital. So if you pick a location or you pick an area that you want to be in, you need to then decide whether your target market are there. Now there are many different ways of doing that. One of them is focus groups. You could get 10 people from the local community to come together and ask them about whether they drink coffee, whether they have cakes with their coffee, whether they spend a long time in a coffee shop, and already that starts building up a picture. If they say, no, I'm always in and out because I'm a commuter, I go into work, you already know that that's part of your demographic. If they say, yeah, I always come for lunches and I like to come here with my friends, then you know maybe the mums or the people who have more time, the leisure industry, are part of your demographic. So your market research helps you build up this picture of exactly who your customer is going to be. So one of the things you can do is focus groups and then questionnaires. You can look at other people's coffee shops, other businesses in the area, and ask people, you know, would you, if there was another shop opening here, would you go into it? Or different sort of questions. There's differences between closed questions and open questions, depending on what sort of responses you want from your research. The other thing you can do is simply footfall counts, counting the number of people going past empty location or a location that you think might work well, and that gives you an idea of your cost, the amount towards the site, to how many people are walking past, and potentially how many of those you could turn into your customers. I remember when we first started, we would sit outside lots of different locations, just counting people going past, 1, 2, 3, from 6 a.m. in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. So we really build up different ideas of the volume of people going past. One of the more foolish things we probably did was then sort of try and identify the customer and think, would they drink coffee? And actually, if you look at anyone walking past, you can tell straight away that's never going to work. But there we were looking at people thinking, right, do they look thirsty? And click yes if it is or no if it's not. In the end, of course, we had to drop that idea because it wasn't logical. But we were so desperate to get as much information and much data as we could to make the biggest decision of your business, which is the location. And the location dictates everything, because it dictates the market that you're going to, it dictates the type of business you are. So you have to get that right, and you have to really think carefully between costs, between overheads, and where you are.